Are you selling your home? I'm going to provide you today with information that's going to make your home selling, home buying experience a lot less stressful, because by far it is one of the largest headaches for everybody, and that's the home inspector. So what we've done today, we brought in a certified professional Colorado home inspector. His name is going to be Tom Kelsey. He's with HouseMasters, and he's going to go over it with you all to make it an easy transaction for everybody.
Hi everybody, I'm Tom with HouseMaster Home Inspections, and I'm here to give you some tips on selling your house.
All right, so step one of the 10-step things to look for. We're going to pick the easy one, but an often overlooked one. You have to make sure that all your light fixtures are working. You're going to see that out of all the lights, there is one that's out. The home inspector is going to check. So you must make sure all your lights are in operating order, whether they need to replace, whether they need to be tightened.
After some fatal instances here in Colorado, the state has really turned its attention to smoke and carbon monoxide alarms here in Colorado. As of today, we do need to see smoke alarms in every single bedroom. We also need to see a combination smoke and carbon monoxide detector like the one seen here in the common hallway between bedrooms, 15 feet from each bedroom. We also want to see carbon monoxide detectors on each floor where we have a gas-fired appliance. And that could mean your furnace, could mean your hot water heater, or it could mean your oven or stove. So if you have those items, you really want to make sure you have these in place before the inspection.
All right, so now we're going to head downstairs, and while we're heading downstairs, we're actually going to do tip number 3. You're going to see, or you'll see in every home, there's going to be a handrail, hopefully. And you do have to make sure that it's secure, that if somebody were to grab onto it, that it would prevent them from falling. All right, so we are here in the second floor now, and usually this is where the utility room is. So we're going to venture into here.
Hey, down in the basement, we want to make sure that your furnace is easily accessible. We want to make sure that the filter has a brand new clean one in there, because every homeowner is going to check, and it's a sign that you've been maintaining your house really well. Over here at the water heater, we really want to make sure that there's, again, plenty of accessibility, and we want to make sure that the inspector has access to this data label. It's going to give them a lot of great information on the condition of the water heater.
All right, so we are now at tip number 6, and again, often overlooked because you just normally just assume that all the windows are working, but they really have to be working. So you need to check every window. One of the most important ones that people do not check is the egress window in the bedroom. It has to be working. So we're going to actually open this one up. This is a newer window, so it works, but if you're selling a home that does not have a newer window, you must check out every single window. Very important.
All right, during a home inspection, home inspectors are going to need access to lots of different parts of the house. A few that you may not be thinking of, but are super important. In this example, there's the water main tucked inside this little door. If you have one that's hidden or has been walled over or is behind a picture, you just want to make sure that those things are available. Again, the last thing we want is to have to make a home inspector come back or have a request made of you to have a plumber come and make sure that there's an appropriate water turn on or turn off. All right, here in the garage, we're seeing access to the attic. We want to make sure when it comes to inspection day that attic access is clearly available, that it's not being blocked, and that once the inspector gets in there, that they can see all the items they need to see in there. The roof and the roof system is a super important part of the home inspection. We want to make it easy on them. Another item that we want to make sure access is good to is the electrical system. Right here we have an electrical box. We often find that people will stack boxes or even put a refrigerator in front of their electrical box. We just want to make sure that the home inspector has access so he can easily see those components.
Well, this is Bruce Blake from Ascendant Real Estate. I'm a realtor here. One of our goals that Tom and I had was when we have representing a buyer and they get the inspection report, they do not want to see 30 items on that. You want to see just a few. We want to make sure that the buyer feels that the seller took care of their home. It gives them peace of mind. And that is how a successful home inspection, home selling event happens. Tom, again, thank you very much. We appreciate your services. You provide a great opportunity for a buyer to know what they're getting before they actually come into the home. And you as a seller, you can use this information so that his job is easier and your buyer is happier.